let's start with the first one. So can you shed some light on the factors that led EPOS, a Danish company, to venture into the Australian market?
Yeah, so through the history and the relationship with Sennheiser de Mont, we have evolved on from Sennheiser. Sennheiser and de Mont have now demerged. The result of that is EPOS Audio. We formed 4 years ago for Enterprise Solutions under the communications banner, or vertical for the de Mont Group. It was an interesting launch. If I look back on it, it was a great success. However, launching at the start of a pandemic, who plans for a pandemic? So the learnings that we got from that, the way we could pivot, having no set pattern in place, we got to plan, forward think and deliver and strategically plan for operational excellence. The plus side now is coming out of COVID. We're now in a great position to capitalise on all the exciting opportunities going forwards. Our learnings through COVID, through supply chain difficulties, the excessive demand for product, because everybody wanted something, they needed it right now, that allowed us to really gain and educate ourselves for the right business model to go forwards. And we're now strategically and operationally poised to capitalise.
Okay, great. So how has the business performance been since the establishment? So how long has EPOS been in Australia?
So EPOS as its own entity, we're into our 4th year. We started 2020. We actually launched right at the start of the pandemic.
Oh, okay. So how's business been? What's the products?
It's like anything. It's the growth was accelerated because of demand throughout COVID. For us, as I said, it's been a great learning curve. Business has grown year on year. Now coming out of the post-pandemic, the new norm, looking at how companies are still investing in a hybrid workplace, how companies are now bringing people back into the office, whether that be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days a week. We have a great range that can capitalise on all of that through meeting rooms, through our headset range, through our speakerphones. It's a great opportunity for us.
Okay, so I just want to add on to that. What's the best-selling product so far? How many units have we sold? If you can give us those figures.
So we don't give out exact units for obvious reasons. Our competition would love to know that, as we would love to know the units that they give out. What I can tell you is we don't produce a range or a product set that does not sell. We have, through 20 years of history and research and development, we have a unique product set that we believe takes the right verticals to the right place they need to do to communicate in the best way.
Alrighty, so can I just say it's the audio set, one of those 1000 series?
So the audio set, the Impact 1000 has been a complete sales success. We pre-sold the first 2 production runs way before we released it to market. So yes, the Impact 1000 is a great success. Our Impact 5000 range, with the new launch of the 5000T being Team certified for very high call-centric environments, again has taken the market by storm.
Awesome. What about, can you elaborate on the clientele? So you can't buy this audio headset on JB Hi-Fi's
You
webs.
can, yes and no. So we're an enterprise grade device. So that's business to business rather than business to consumer. All of our products, they can be used by an individual, by a consumer for personal use. However, they are full enterprise grade certified, 2-year full extended warranty. You do have the option to extend that. And our products are aimed at the business user. Again, our software that comes with it allows you to customize the products for the individual's environment that they're working in.
So your typical clientele will be small and medium businesses to, big...
It is everything from your small SMB, small to medium. You can go mid-market bar, you can go enterprise, corporate, national, through to government departments. It is right across the board. We're in just about every vertical out there, whether that be healthcare, transport, inbound, outbound, banks, yes. So every vertical within reason, yes, you could say that we have a product that is being deployed.
Okay, great. So what is the new product offerings that Australian customers can expect from EPOS? So you have the audio set, and then there's, because in Denmark, I think the range is much more wider and more selections. What's coming in
So I'd love to tell, but I can't, because otherwise, again, the competition would love that info. What I can tell you is that we've launched 3 new products this market. So we had the Vision 1M, which is full team certified for small to medium size huddle room meeting rooms. We launched the 5000T, which is a headset, full team certified and open office certified. And we've launched the Impact 1000, which again is Microsoft Teams and Open Office. What we do have coming are software updates, as every company has software updates. The ins and outs I cannot share because they've yet to go to market, but there are some very exciting releases coming.
Okay, and then this, how do buyers find you? Basically, you have resellers approaching the buyers, or is it vice versa here?
So we do a true distribution route to market. So we have distributors. So EPOS as a company delivers to distributors. The distributors, through their B2B channels, they then sell to long tail, SMB, mid-market, enterprise, corporates, nationals.
All right.
They then in turn sell on to end user customers. What EPOS does in order to support the channel from both directions, we also deal with end users direct as a consultant to identify the bill of materials, the correct configuration of product they need to maximise their communication. We then share that back through resellers and through the distributors. So from both ends of the channel, we meet in the middle and we maximise sales.
Awesome, that's great. Okay, so let's talk about customer service.
Yep.
So as you know, I've reviewed the product.
Yes.
So I recently encountered a situation where it required late night assistance. So I was told that your customer service is either based in Morocco or in Copenhagen, Denmark.
So
So what steps is EPOS taking to enhance customer service experience for Australian clientele?
So we do have personnel based in Australia on a Monday to Friday business hours. We do have a dedicated help and support line which is manned around the world. So for out of hours you can call that and there is somebody on hand. We can also, end users can also log tickets via a portal that then come back and we can then deal with them. So there is effectively 24/7 support in Australia.
Okay, so what about the strategic plans for expanding in Australia? So maybe we'll talk with Australia because you are ANZ, right?
I am ANZ.
So, and also we can add New Zealand a bit.
Of course.
Yeah.
Look, for me, I want world domination. It's as simple as that. My plans are to expand the team, to capitalise on the relationships that we already have in place, to leverage our end users and our reseller base for our distributors, and grow the channel for all involved. How long that's going to take, that's impossible to say, but we are on the right track. Operationally, we are set up to deliver, and strategic plans are in place. So for me, it is onwards and upwards, and world domination for 2024 and beyond.
Awesome. Okay, so this is going to be a question for you on a competitor. So what is the, within the Australian market, which brand stands as EPOS closest competitor, and what unique differentiates EPOS to the other guy, to the other competitor? Like, there are quite a few people in the business of audio headsets here. So how do you guys position yourself? What's the unique selling point?
Do you know, it's really easy to focus in on your competition, right? But then you find yourself following, not leading. So for me, whilst I keep them in check and I keep them in my peripheral vision, I'm focused on leading. We have a unique advantage over our competitors with Brain Adapt and our AI technology that we employ. The beauty of our relationship with Dumont, our parent company and our sister companies, we have access to the Eric's Home Psychoacoustic Research Centre that is the largest of its type in the world, and we have decades of research through that we can call upon. That gives us a unique understanding of how the brain works and how to maximise the brain's cognitive resources for communication going forwards. That is a unique identifier for EPOS that our competitors cannot match.
Alrighty. Okay, finally, this is a tricky question. So, okay, I did go online and I checked out the pricing. So I realized that it's not a one price fits all. The prices differs depending on what you want in your headset. Okay, so can you just tell us more about the product pricing? Like, how does this work for your your range of products?
So we do have a recommended retail price. We have a manufacturer suggested retail price, probably the easiest way to describe it. That is set, right? That's from a consumer's perspective to look at the company. Like any B2B organisation and one that deals with channel, we do supply to distributors. They hold stock and they invest in EPOS. They then supply the channel. From a price point, that literally comes down as a B2B, it comes down to the organisation's relationship with the resellers, with the distributors, and the opportunity at hand. Outside of that, as I said, we do advertise a manufacturer suggested retail price, which end users can use as a base point.
Okay, so finally, how many staff do you have in Australia, and what are the plans in terms of expanding the brand presence in Australia? Are you planning on a brick and mortar shop where people can walk in Westfield and check out your stuff like that? Are you doing anything like that?
No, there's no plans in place for that. Because we're B2B rather than B2C, so we don't have a shop front as such. Plans, we're currently advertising now for a new salesperson. As I said, and I want world domination. There are expansion plans in place. There is a strategic plan in place, but that's going forward. So again, that's something I can't elaborate on right now. Outside of, we are expanding and we are advertising for a new salesperson.
So what about New Zealand? Like, anything you can tell me there? Like, are you how's the take up there?
The market in New Zealand, surprisingly, New Zealand's in a technical recession. Right?
Oh.
There are, depending on who you talk to, businesses either up, businesses down, it's flat. We are on track to surpass last year's numbers. For me, that's a great effort that our New Zealand distributor is doing. They have employed new people, they are taking a new approach to market, and we're leveraging that. And the results to date are very satisfying.
So the same kind of products that you have in Australia is also in New Zealand, or do they have?
Yep, exactly the same products. Our products are global, so all of the products, with the exception of the US, because they operate on a different hertz, all of our products, we all have the same access to our products.
Alrighty. So you split your time between New Zealand and Australia?
I do, yes. Ideally the two countries be a little bit closer together. I'm sure people would disagree with that. But yes, I do. I split between the two. I spend more time in Australia. The AU market is a larger market.
Yeah.
But I do plan to change that and spend more time in New Zealand to capitalise on the opportunities that we have.
And the competitors there are the same as the ones here? Or?
They are the same.
Yeah.
And again, as much as I know where they are and what they're doing, I'm focused on my plans going forward.
Yeah, and also same B2B, the way the targeting
the
is
majority of our competitors, yes. There are some companies out there that focus on gaming products. So gaming is more B2C, so through retail stores. Again, the competitors, direct competitors for EPOS are B2B players.
Oh yeah, interestingly, the gaming is actually very popular in Denmark. I think it's one of the leading products for F1.
Yes. So our products are, yes, we are in alliance with the Aston Martin Cognizant F1 team. We do sponsor them. They do use our headsets. If you get the chance, go online and Google EPOS, the headset with the Formula One engine running, and then how you can tell our active noise cancellation and how we can filter that out so that somebody can actually have a conversation standing right next to the Formula One engine being run up.
Okay, David, so are you planning the same gaming headset? Are you planning to infiltrate the B2C market here in Australia? Like,
So gaming is a different division to the enterprise solutions. So I'm enterprise solutions. Our gaming is a different division. So I can't comment on that. So,
No worries.
but they do have, what I will say is they do have some fantastic products. My son currently has one and loves it.